Welcome to Manga Palate, the show where I, Pasticie Luna, here with my co-host,
Manga Chef Isaiah.
watch and read a thing and or whatever and talk about it. Manga Chef, what did we do?
This week we're doing Dave Made a Maze.
Yeah,
It's not an anime.
not an anime. It's a movie, so we did watch a thing. I didn't lie about that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a thing. It actually has a lot of people who do like little character work, and I thought that was kind of weird. Having rewatched it for the first time in like a year, I think. I was like, oh yeah, you're here. Oh shit, yeah, you're here. Anyway, Dave Made a Maze is a movie. It premiered at the Slam Dance Indie Film Festival, January 21st, 2017. It was released in theaters on August 18, 2017. It went through a bunch of different film festivals, winning 11 awards.
11 thing.
Yeah, 11 awards at 12 different festivals. So, I guess my question is, what is Dave Made a Maze?
It's a guy who made a maze in his living room and got lost in it.
Yes. And I know
That's
that
stupid.
sounds really mundane, and I know that sounds like it's not a thing. You have no fucking clue how much this is a thing. I remember the first time I saw the movie, I told you about it, and you were like, what? And I was like, yeah, you should just see it. I don't know if my words can do it justice. And a bunch of our friends saw it. They all came back with, what the fuck was that? I'm like, yeah, there we go. That's the response I expected. So,
It's very metaphor heavy.
yeah.
Like everything.
It's also really interesting, like in terms of the set and like the world and all that kind of stuff that's happening. Because like he made the maze, but why? And then like even if you understand why it's not really fully there, it's probably a little more broader. Because the maze is more just a metaphor for art in general, I think.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
create something.
The desire to create, which is like, yeah, I don't know. It's weird. So, here are some things worth mentioning. Dave, the main guy, is played by Nick Thune. Nick Thune is a comedian, and he's had like albums out, and he's done lots of acting roles on TV. Annie, his girlfriend, is played by Neera Rohit Kumbhani. Lots of small roles on TV. I think actually, it's funny. I think the person who's probably the most famous out of all of them, at least currently, is a person who died like immediately.
Who?
Jane, the girl who gets her head cut off, is played by Kristen Vangsness, who is on Criminal Minds, which is like a TV show, one of those procedural cop shows, and has been on it for like 13 seasons. And she's like a main character. And she's the one I knew the least.
She's the most important. Okay.
And she's the most famous.
It seems
of the
like
group,
friends just
I'd
got
say.
together.
It does feel like a lot of indie people knew each other. Because, like, Adam Bush, the guy who plays Gordon, was maybe a big deal in the 90s because he was on Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And, like, the homeless guy is played by Rick Overton, who is, like, does character acting, just like Pat Morita, where he does, like, a bunch of little things and everybody knows. Or, I mean, James Hong. Pat Morita was... People know Pat Morita. More like James Hong. It's like, oh, I know that face. I don't know exactly why. Scott Krinsky, who plays Leonard, same thing. I guess besides Kristen Vangsness, there's Tim Norwind, the guy who plays Greg, right? The guy with the hat. That face seem familiar to you?
No.
No? He's the bassist to that band OK Go. Do you remember that?
Band.
Really? You don't remember how they used to be really famous for making all kinds of weird fucking YouTube videos? Like the ones where they dance on the fucking treadmills.
No, I never seen that.
Wow, that's like early internet. That's like 2006, 2005. That's like the beginning of YouTube internet.
Oh, I remember
Uh,
this nigga.
yeah, no, it's like around that time. Everybody lost their minds at the OK Go video because it took so much effort to fucking film and to like choreograph. So yeah, that's what I mean by like it's so old. The one I'm the most happy about, I guess, is Harry, the documentary director.
hmm
He's played by James Urbaniak. I know that voice anywhere. I don't remember his face as much, but that's what happens with voice actors, right? You don't
Yeah.
remember their face as much as their voice. He's the dad, Dr. Thaddeus Venture on the Venture Brothers, and he was also in New Vegas as one of the robot guys in Old World Blues. Everybody
Uh,
called him Doctor O, but it turns out his name is Zero.
uh,
So yeah, that's kind of it. There's a bunch of other people, but like I said, they've all done small things here and there.
so, were they like trying just to get a movie out?
Yeah,
Or they
it's
can't
well,
act
it's an
as-
independent movie, so it's clearly not like planned to be released by big money, big budget. There weren't like trailers for it all over the internet or whatever. It's just kind of a thing that came out.
Oh.
It's like they wanted to make a movie, I guess. And
They
I
just
think
wanted
it's
to
a
do it.
really
Was supposed to be inspirational, the artist. I guess.
maybe I don't know.
It's really weird.
It's a really weird movie. That's kind of what I like about it. How weird it is.
You think they use the most cardboard? I know so
I-
much is CGI, but it's still a lot of cardboard.
It's a lot of cardboard. I think my favorite part about that is the part where Dave shows them how his hand was mutated by the portal dimension thing.
Oh, the thing that's the female body part.
Yeah, is it supposed to be a vagina?
That's what he said.
That's how he implies it, right? And that's how they all. That's why only the guys are affected.
No, Anna was affected too.
Was she? I don't remember.
Yeah, Dave stopped her.
Okay, yeah. Oh, okay. He just put his hand out.
Yeah.
The way everyone puts their hand out every goddamn
No,
time.
it's a trap.
Yeah, like, hey, no, don't. What? No, don't. Every single time. But yeah, and then he goes, like, they're all mesmerized by it. He was like, don't. I was like, what do you mean, don't? And then he's been wearing a glove the whole time. He takes off the glove. And it's clear, like, a paper mache hand they stuck on top of Nick Thune's real hand.
Yeah, it's another glove inside the glove.
Yeah, and he goes, like, this is what happens. I tried to touch it. I touched it. And the guy goes, like, well, I'm sorry that you got fucked up for trying to touch it. He's like, I didn't try. I did. All right? So I know.
What is that supposed to mean?
I don't know. I think he was just upset at him diminishing what he said. I don't know. Seems weird. Seems weird. There's a lot of lines in this movie that are fucking weird. I wrote down like my two favorite ones. The first one is when fucking Harry James Urbaniak is fucking filming Scott Krinsky Leonard. It was like, I want you to tell me. And he goes like, oh, I think I got a version of it. When I first heard about Dave being trapped in a maze, I was like, well, at least he's not sucking a big veiny dick for Kickstarter money. And then James Urbaniak goes, that's not how Kickstarter works. Like, that's what he took issue with?
He also corrected him with R and his.
Yeah. Everyone are assholes. Everyone is assholes. Everyone is assholes. No, that sounds wrong.
That's right.
Yeah, I just, there's something so good about, that's not how Kickstarter works.
I mean, it's not supposed to, but it does.
I mean, you could. That's not wrong. But, like, still, the fact that that's his response. That's not how Kickstarter works.
After everything.
That's what bothers him. Not the fact that a man is trapped in a cardboard maze.
I think
Yeah.
they all don't really care.
It sounds like fucking Greg just invited people. And he's like, hey, we're gonna have a thing at a... I mean, sorry, not Greg, Gordon. It sounds like Gordon just invited people. Hey, we're gonna have a thing at fucking Dave's house. Come on, everybody come in. And then Harry was just like, hey, I was gonna film a documentary anyway. I guess I'll make it about this. Like, wow. Okay.
Um,
How do you feel about the maze itself?
how it has a mind of its own. And it's living.
It's alive?
Um,
Yeah, it's alive.
That was an interesting twist.
Yeah,
Do you
the
mean like how
giant
I actually
hand.
feel about it, or like how the?
Yeah, I mean, conceptually, is it stupid? Is it funny? Is it weird?
I think
Anything?
it's a interesting way of like a metaphor about how
I think it's
life
super cool.
itself is like trapped.
Is that how you read it?
That's what they said. When
Well,
Byrne
no,
was
that's what
saying
one guy says.
when the cardboard Byrne was saying, "Oh yeah, this maze is just a trap weighed down by life itself."
No,
Yada
he
yada
says
yada.
life is being trapped.
Life you seem trap. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I read it as a metaphor for art becoming its own thing, regardless of what you intend or do.
Wait, what was that to do with the maze? Or being
Yeah.
trapped or anything?
The maze itself being alive is
Oh,
a metaphor
I like people to see it
for yeah,
any way they
exactly.
want to.
It being anything really, and it takes a life of its own once you put it out there.
Yeah, he's also saying, like in the interview, how he's like responsible. He may be responsible for people that died.
Tertiarily,
Yeah.
of the third magnitude, not second hand, third magnitude, even more removed. No one told them to come in here.
Yeah.
What a hero.
And they actually died in the movie.
Yeah, they died, but they die in a way that makes them like
Cartoonish.
cartoony. Yeah, because like when she gets her head cut off, right? She ends up with streamers instead of blood.
Mm-hmm.
But they like no, she's dead though.
No, Anna's even like, I guess she died. I don't know.
It's like he cut off her head and she never comes out when they collapse the maze.
Yeah.
So I guess she died.
I'm pretty sure she's dead. It
Yeah.
just doesn't look like she died.
Of
But
course
then the
not.
movie's like, fuck you, they died.
Just like Greg getting stabbed and then his organs coming out as like pink fucking silly string. It's
Then he
like
turns
I mean,
to the Minotaur? I don't know.
no, the Minotaur's just a thing.
Oh, he just grabs him.
It's just there. Yeah.
It's still weird.
It's really weird, and that's what I like about it. How weird it is, because it's like 5 different things at once, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's funny, it's weird, it's kind of supposed to be horror because they're like being
Mhm.
chased and they're trying to figure out how to get out and they're trapped and it's like, oh fuck, what do I do now? But it's also like a sort of weird adventure thing, like Jason and the Argonauts. It's got like so much going on for such a strange concept. I think it really has a whole lot to it. But then you want to
can't
take
really
the
forget it.
yeah, no, it's memorable. It's memorable and it's enjoyable, which is kind of all I ask for media.
Mhm.
I want it to be good enough for me to go like, yeah, I remember that. That was cool. Or, you know, anything. Anything really. It's
I think I'm trying to figure out like why it's so weird.
because it doesn't really take any direction you expect. That's what I feel about it. Is that from every direction you can kind of understand. Seeing them like mixed together is where you get lost because you're never sure which one it's going to go with. Because if let's say it's mostly a comedy movie, right? Then like the deaths would be funny, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the deaths aren't treated as funny; they're treated as serious.
Yeah.
So then that's like the weird contrast. Even if like the gore is funny because it's like weird streamers and silly string and shit. Then there's like the fact that it's an adventure story where the people are traveling through the maze, seeing what the maze has to offer, like a fantasy story where you go through like woods to see what the woods are about.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it doesn't remove itself from the comedy bit because people will comment on how fucking weird it is. Like when they see that like weird dance fucking nymph thing,
Mm-hmm.
the lights are all flashing, and then like she goes to David, she's like, fucking Annie goes to David, goes like, what is this? He goes, I don't know. It just makes things sometimes. I didn't make this. Do we? And then the hand reaches out of the goo like, let's just go. Like that. Like it's still kind of funny, even though it's like really weird. I think that's what it is, that so much of it contrasts in a way that it should be like antithetical to one another. Because you would think the whole point of an adventure is to feel like excitement and seriousness and shit like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like the comedy undercuts that, but not in a way that makes it feel stupid or reductive, in a way that just pushes the comedy further. And the deaths being treated so seriously feel really strange against the context of like the fucking jokes. But then you remember the part where it's an adventure story, it's like, yeah, people die though.
Yeah.
That-
So
that-
if it's a
that's what I-
horror,
Yeah.
there's too many jokes.
Yeah, and if it's a comedy thing, there's too many serious beats. Like that part where he's just sitting there explaining why he built the base. He goes like, "No, I didn't do this because I need something to fulfill my life. I made it because I wanted to make it."
Yeah, I
It's
wasn't gonna
fucking-
wait for someone to tell me.
Yeah,
I'm
I
still
just
getting
wanted-
money from my parents. So.
yeah, the whole like I'm in my 30s and I don't feel like I've become an adult thing. And I get that. I sort of get what that's supposed to be.
You're
But
not 30.
like in the context of in the context of the film,
Oh.
it seems strange. No,
Yeah,
I just mean I understand the desire to feel like, no, I feel like I haven't accomplished enough.
uh, but you're not 30, so
Not 30. I also I don't exactly get money from my parents, but that's not what I mean.
yeah,
I mean the desire for accomplishment.
yeah,
That's a thing a lot of people have. Everyone wants to have something that they can say is theirs, you know?
yeah. Put my name on it.
Yeah. That like I did that.
That's
That's mine.
my song.
Yeah, or whatever. Whatever. Which is why I think that maze could be seen more as a metaphor for art as a concept. Like people making things and then like putting it out there. But also like that there's something that reminds me of like a thing I've heard from other people who make stuff. Like books, paintings, art, music, whatever, all that shit. The part where James Urbaniak basically says it's hard to fail when you don't really finish, isn't it? Right? Which is like really real
Because he
because
never had a weakness.
I've heard a lot of people go like, "Oh, I didn't finish it." It's like, why not? I just didn't. And it's like, why don't you just finish it? It's like, no, I could still work on it. And the idea is they'll leave it in development for so long it'll never have actually finished.
Hmm.
And the reason for that is because like that way you don't have to acknowledge whether it's good or bad. It's just unfinished.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's a thing I've heard from a lot of people who like paint and shit like that. It's like you have to, if you want to be able to make things, you have to come to a point where you feel like you're done, and you can't keep telling yourself, no, it'll be better, no, it'll be better, because it can always be better. That's not the point. You just have to find a point where you go, this is good enough, and stop, because otherwise you'll never finish anything. And that's why I was like, oh wow, that's a strongly like resonant line for a joke movie.
Well,
Like,
I'm not sure if it's a joke movie.
I don't know what it is. It's a lot of things. That's what I like about it. And
It's a conspiracy movie.
it's always it. Is that Minotaur a metaphor for government conspiracies?
Yeah.
Yeah, people talk about the Tarsus Club. Have you ever heard about the Tarsus Club?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
Bull.
basically the thing in
Bull.
Yeah, the bull.
Bull. Tarsus Club. Bull.
Yeah.
Ah. Maybe that's what the fucking thing
And
was
now it
about.
really wants freedom.
Yeah.
But still
It
has
traps you.
bloodlust.
It traps you in the maze of lies that it builds. Who knows? Fuck you. It could be anything. That's why it's alive.
Actually, I think that puppet Bren was like everything the movie does. It's like a joke, but it wants to kill you actually.
Hmm.
And it's like punch you in the. It's like obviously there.
High five.
Yeah.
High five. I'm mad that he cut it off because there's that part where he was like, "Why do you want high five, Bryn?" And then he was like, "Because that's what humans do." And I was like, "Oh, I want to explore that." No, that was really interesting. That was kind of scary, but kind of interesting. I want to see where that goes. And then it goes to the whole like fucking thing about like, oh, the Minotaur who hides in the field. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh fuck. No, I wanted to find out what that was about. And then it turns out it's just a giant hand,
Yeah.
which means if you had gone for the high five, it would have grabbed you and dragged you under.
Pretty obvious.
Yeah. Man. Fuck. I also love that the cameraman's only words and also last words are, "You fucked my wife." And then he goes into the abyss.
And actually dies.
Mm-hmm. Like the fourth person to die at that point. Because Puppet Bryn is based on real Bryn who died.
What about the French people that were eating the fake one shot?
They were not French.
Oh. We're having like a French picnic. Oh.
They're from Finland.
Oh.
I remember that because that's what he says. These nice Finnish tourists. And they're just like there.
Oh yeah.
So
They
yeah,
shouldn't die.
I think the Finnish people died.
Oh.
I'm gonna assume the Minotaur killed them, if only because they didn't come out like everyone else did. Because they weren't near each other, right? Like Dave was in one side, fucking the other James Urbaniak and the fucking microphone guy were somewhere else. Gordon was somewhere else.
They were with Gordon. Like Gordon just went over them.
No, Gordon passed them, and that's
Yeah.
what I mean. Like since the Minotaur was chasing them,
Oh, he just probably killed them
I think he just killed them on the way. Yeah,
when they were eating.
and then, yeah, while they were having a picnic.
Like, why does the movie do that?
I don't know. I think it's a joke. Yeah, I think it's a joke.
Like, you paid people just for two scenes.
Yeah.
The homeless man and the Finnish tourist.
Yeah, I think it was just
Okay.
for the joke. That's what I mean, but like I feel like a lot of the things that seem strange are just comedy, which is like it contrasts against the action bit, but it's still funny. Because the fact that he runs past them and then is just like feeding her grapes, that did make me laugh. Like he didn't stop to say, "Oh God, you're gonna die. Oh, we gotta move." Instead, he was like, "Oh, fuck that."
If you're it's too late to explain.
Yeah, he's like, "Nah, I don't have the time for this. I gotta go. I don't want to die." Probably unaware that he's going to let them die behind him.
What do you think the Dave's glove hand represents? Because it's still there when he comes out.
How he's been permanently changed by through the art. Actually, yeah,
It's so dumb.
it's dumb,
Like, what are you
right?
supposed to be, movie? Fuck you.
What are you,
Stop
movie?
being
You're
ambiguous.
everything. No, it's everything. I love that though, that it is everything, because now it's up to you. You pick, because the movie could be like 18 things. It's up to you to pick which one makes sense to you. Which is why I felt this would be a good follow up to Show by Rock, because Show by Rock is a lot.
Yeah.
And I guess it's I don't know, it's a lot. There's a lot of things that go on in Show by Rock, but there's only one actual concept, right?
This has a lot of concepts.
This has a lot of concepts, but one thing.
It's not even about the maze.
It's not really,
Like-
or is it? Or is it because the maze is a metaphor that it is about the maze?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
see what I mean?
Yeah, it just contradicts each other.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. So Show by Rock, a lot of things, one concept. There's lots of concepts, one thing.
All you know is that there's a maze.
All you know is that there's a maze, and really, then when the maze is over, nothing happened. Except, you know what I like about that? Like once everything's over and like it's all fucking done, right? They're throwing all the stuff out. Minotaur comes out. Minotaur gives the sign language symbol for "I love you" as he walks away into the distance.
Oh, the piece.
No, it's "I love you."
Or the rock sign.
No, with your thumb in, it is. With your thumb out, it's sign language for "I love you."
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
Ah.
The fact that he walks away into the sunset and says "I love you" to the camera from behind.
That's
What is
like-
that about?
You had to finish it. He was like, yeah, that's a good way to end it.
Is that what it was? Is the Minotaur saying "I love you" because Dave is its creator?
Yeah, and he got freedom.
I guess,
The only
yeah, it
thing
was
the
trapped in the
Minotaur
labyrinth.
wants more than bloodlust. Human bloodlust is freedom.
No, I think it wants more than human blood is freedom. The human blood was its gateway to freedom. Maybe. And the origami bird. The origami bird also flew into the distance.
Oh, yeah, it was also free.
Yes, it's the only one, too. Because there's a bunch of other ones.
hmm
Yep. That works. I mean, shit.
I like the movie.
I love it.
It's just ambiguous.
It's a lot, is what I would say. It's a lot, but in a very different way than Show by Rock is.
I would say it's like, can't really pin it down.
Yeah, yeah. It's an action movie, it's an adventure movie, it's a comedy movie, it's kind of a horror movie. It's a lot. I don't know. And I wish it was just action comedy, like a Jackie Chan movie, then I could say, oh, that's what it is. But it's not. It's more than that. It's a lot. There's a lot to think
Can we
about.
say what it's not? Maybe that'll be easier.
Alright, it's not a slice of life thing.
Could be.
I don't think so.
They
I
were
don't
just
think that's
hanging
an
out.
everyday
You
thing.
could just say in reality they were just hanging out. And
I don't think they were hanging out though. They were doing a thing,
Oh.
right? It's
Maybe
not
they're
a
just
ro-
using your imagination, like
It's
in
not a-
Lucky Star or something.
No, that Minotaur walked out.
Oh yeah.
That
Right.
Minotaur walked the fuck out. That Minotaur was real, Isaiah.
Okay, it's not a slice of life.
Okay. It's not exactly a romance thing, but there's romance in it. Alright, between Dave and his girlfriend. I wouldn't call it a full-on romance thing, though.
Yeah. Remember
Um,
that part when they just drink wine and like
I don't know what that was about. It was coffee, and then it was wine, and then
it
they
was
were
like I
changing the whole
changed my
time.
mind.
Yeah, they were changing the whole time, and then they said the same exact lines, but to each other in a different way.
But they changed in cardboard.
They were wearing clothes, and then when they took off the clothes were in fact newspaper and cardboard.
So maybe the cardboard means something too.
Is it? I think it might be more about the clothes, but I don't really understand because at first they're wearing like regular clothes, and then he's wearing like sleeping clothes, and then they wear like business clothes, and then they switch to like a wedding clothes. Like he
It's
wears
like
a
a prom dress.
tuxedo, and she wears I don't know. You think it was his prom dress? It looked like a gown. It Looked like a wedding gown to me.
There was a white one, and then there was a prom dress.
No. Was the prom dress first though?
Yeah, it was pink.
So yeah. So the prom dress was first, and then it was a wedding gown. Was it like going through the span of a life that a person has? Is that what it was?
I think so. Well, what about the pilgrimage? What about the pilgrims?
Oh yeah. What about the pilgrim thing? I don't know. At
Like
the
it
end,
would
was
be,
just
it would do that, but
But what if the
pilgrim.
costumes are Halloween?
The pilgrim one was Halloween one.
Yeah. What if they were just dressed for Halloween?
Okay, then yeah, it can still work.
Is that it? I don't know. I'm making it up because I think that might make sense. That's what I mean. I think the movie is just telling you. I don't know. You pick what makes sense for you. I think that works. Oh man. Ah, fuck. There's a lot. Yeah. Oof. Oof. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, is there anything else you want to say?
It's weird. Again,
I think you've said that.
I can't get over it.
Do you feel it needs to be reiterated though?
Yeah,
Should we just say the phrase "it's weird"?
yeah.
All right, fine. It's weird. If we are going to do food, I think this will be the hardest one.
Well, can't we just say anything?
Is
'Cause
it
that's how we
anything,
interpret it.
or is it everything?
It's a food that could be interpreted, but differently.
I think a food that has a lot of things in it.
And you already use 4 cheese mac and cheese, so
No, because see, that's the thing. The 4 cheese mac and cheese is one food. There's a lot of layers to the food itself, but it is one cohesive idea, right?
hmm
That's what I'm saying. This isn't one cohesive idea, is what I'm saying, and that's why I think food would be hard. Ah,
what's a food that has a lot of food in it? Like a meat, mystery meat? I don't know.
no. All right, question. Would you say this is sweet?
Oh wait, no. I was
No,
thinking like a
right?
pizza, because a
Nah,
pizza you can make it in like a lot of different ways.
I guess, but it's still one thing, right? So I have a question. Do you think this is sweet?
Uh,
Because
It has a little bit of sweetness, but I wouldn't say it's like the main thing.
it's not like the main thing, right? Because I was thinking maybe an English trifle,
No.
but that's like just sweet. Fuck. Huh. I think that's a lot. And only kind of sweet?
Hmm.
Fruitcake?
Maybe it's a fruitcake.
Maybe it's a fruitcake.
'Cause fruitcake's not that sweet.
Fruitcake has a lot of random shit in it.
Yeah, you can make it whatever you want.
I mean, it's up to you what the fruitcake is. You can also like soak it in liquor and stuff, and that's kind of weird. Is it fruitcake?
I guess it's a fruitcake.
I mean, that makes sense, right?
Yeah. It
Do you
just
feel it
feels
makes
weird.
sense?
Because we can't even pick what this movie really is.
It does feel weird, but isn't that accurate for the movie?
Yeah.
Ah, the movie's weird.
So, right.
So, yeah. You wanted to say weird again, so I guess weird makes sense.
Is fruitcake a weird food?
Fruitcake does feel weird. Fruitcake is not a thing I see just around.
Yeah, it's
I-
like a
I-
special occasion thing.
It's either a special occasion thing or like I've seen it in other countries. Like in Peru, they just have fruitcake. But it's not like a thing everybody just buys. It is around though, so it's weird. I don't know. It's not a thing I see a lot here, at least.
Okay.
So fruitcake?
Yeah.
Fruitcake it is. All
It
right.
doesn't feel right, does it?
I don't know. That's
I
what
think
I'm
we're
saying.
supposed to have that feeling.
I think it's strange. I think it's strange that we're going to fruitcake, but I also think fruitcake itself is strange,
hmm
and I think that's why we're both not totally comfortable with it. But I also would say that strange is maybe the best way to describe the movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So,
Yeah. So like, I feel like strange is right. Strange is the feeling we should be having.
Man, this is the weirdest food analogy we ever did.
Yeah. Yeah. Now shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up, because it's time for the news. What is the thing you want to talk about?
Oh, there's NEC,
What?
Northeastern, something. It was a tournament, fighting game tournament.
Oh, okay. Is it like big? Like what?
Yeah,
What is
it's
it?
pretty big. It's
It's
mostly
pretty
for Soul Calibur.
Oh, it's a Soul Cal kind of thing. That's what people go to it for. Okay. All right.
They're having a season 2 changes in Soul Calibur, so that's interesting.
That's gonna. Okay. So you'll probably see all that stuff kind of reflected there.
They have like the new, not V triggers, but like soul charges. They have different moves and properties to them.
Is that what they're called? Soul charges?
Hmm
I didn't know that.
So
Okay.
it looks flashy. It's pretty cool. And they have
Okay.
Hilda that came out.
Oh, cool! With the giant spear?
Yeah, in the flag.
Cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And she has weird
Alright.
mechanics.
Okay.
Well, if you played her before, she has like,
I played her in 4.
yeah, she's like two, so you control her sword and her shield, and they're like two
Uh-huh.
different mountain maps.
Oh, oh, okay.
Was that in four?
I don't remember that.
Oh
I
yeah, it's
remember
like
it mostly just being the spear.
now you control both of the weapons, but you use different like buttons for them.
Oh, yeah, I don't remember that at all. Huh. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Hey, guess what I got to talk about?
What do you gotta talk about?
Necopod, I got a TV show!
Really?
Necopod is getting a TV show!
Oh shit.
Oh shit! Oh shit! It's coming
What is
out.
it rated?
It's coming out at 9 p.m. So I imagine it can't be gross. It's gonna be dirty. It's gonna be weird, but it's not gonna be gross. Now I don't remember.
Maybe
I don't know
later
if
in
you
the
remember,
season.
but like, Necopod had an OVA, right?
Hmm
Right. So it's probably not going to be there. If it's going to be on ATX, yeah, it's gonna be on ATX. It's probably not gonna be that weird, and it's not based on the amount of things ATX has run in the last 20, 30 years.
That's in America, right?
No, they're the
Japan.
company that, yeah, they're the ones that. No, you can usually tell how weird the show's gonna get because certain channels will air it on at a certain hour,
Hmm
right? Like, if this is the channel that put on High School DxD. Yes, that is true. But I think that's like the weirdest thing they've ever put on.
Okay.
So like that's what I mean. But I don't know. Also, it's at 9. Usually the weird stuff is like late, like at 11 or midnight. So I don't think it's gonna be that weird. It might have the. It might do the thing that Rosario to Vampire and a bunch of those other shows did. Or if you see something weird, it's censored, and then you just have to wait for the DVD to come out.
Yeah,
Although I
it's
should
probably
be.
gonna do that.
Yeah. Also, Animal Crossing is getting a manga, which is weird. I think. Because I thought the entire point of Animal Crossing is it's your world, but no, we're following a girl doing her own thing.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah,
I guess they
So-
want the waves to give them the money.
yeah. So that's also going to be coming out in 2020, the first month of 2020. Weird, huh?
Yeah, all this stuff is getting mangas and TV shows. What
Yeah,
was
but
that
like,
one from Manga Gamer? Oh, you weren't there.
I wasn't there.
Yeah, they're
Wasn't it
trying to make.
Kira Kira?
Yeah,
Wasn't Kira Kira getting an OVA?
yeah, they're doing that.
Yeah. Although to be fair, an
Okay.
OVA is easy. You can just like do that at a company and not release that on television. You could like release that solely through bundles on like discs and stuff. Because that's what happened for a bunch of different things, like in Kaminomi. Like Kaminomi had its OVA show off with its 12th volume of its manga, the one where Katsuragi's in the classroom with the fucking other girls, right? And they go like, "Oh, do you ever remember kissing somebody?" Like, ah. That's one. I think that one was called Four Girls, an Idol, and a God. Like usually you bundle those with things, so that's probably not that weird of a thing. But like to be on television is a very different thing. So you need to get distribution. You need to see who's going to be doing it at what hours. You're going to have to see the slots and know how long you're planning to like make it out for. You know. Like there's a lot more planning that goes into it than an OVA. Because an OVA, you get it animated and then you figure out its release schedule when you want to do it. It doesn't have to be on TV. Whereas the television thing is like, fuck. Well, I have to
That's
find
on
out
TV.
who's going to air it, what time, what we're going to have to change, what we're going, all that shit. Like Mujaki no Rakuen, this weird manga about a guy who goes back to being in middle school and like has dirty thoughts about the girls around him who are like 12. That got an OVA, and it like OVA was gross, and that's fine because it's an OVA. It's not gonna be on TV. But like I said, Rosario to Vampire and like a bunch of those other shows, they have to do a censored version and then an uncensored version on their Blu-ray release
So it's TV.
because
Yeah.
because TV
You can't show porn on TV.
can't show porn on TV.
Unless your channel's about
Y-
showing
Okay.
porn on TV.
Unless your channel's like a specialty channel on a on cable access, like
Yeah,
Cinemax. I think we told that joke before about like
yeah.
Cinemax having porn on. I was like, I think that's the only reason people even watch Cinemax. I think.
I think, yeah.
Yeah. All right. You're hype.
Good height.
Yeah, I'm really hype about the thing I want to talk about. So you go first.
I remember, what was it? Wow, I didn't know how to name the game. Um, the one where the girl traps everyone in like a golden dream and stuff.
A Golden Dream.
Yeah, I think it's like the golden dream. It's from Manga Gamer. They made a fighting game. It's called
Oh,
Butler. It has Butler, Battler,
do you mean
Chester 410.
wait? Golden Dream.
Yeah, it's also a visual novel first.
You mean the Umi Neko fighting game?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, Golden Fantasia.
yeah.
What about Golden Fantasia?
They fix everything. Yeah.
What was wrong with it?
The combos weren't connecting.
Oh,
Sometimes when you just duck, you wouldn't be able to block. And the internet was the
Oh.
worst part.
No, really?
The internet was just like a black screen
Oh
and
god.
like join lobby in white text.
Jesus Christ. That's the one that's like 5 buttons, right?
Yeah, and the assist
Yeah.
button. Yep.
That's so fucking weird. It's so weird. You know what really blows my mind about that? Because it's Umi Neko, then that means like all the real people were there. Because that game is actually old as shit.
Mhm.
Right, that game was from like 2010, 2011.
Mhm.
It only got the worldwide release when you're right. Manga Gamer published it in 2017. But like that means you got like Daisuke Ono as Butler and fucking Rie Kugemiya as Shannon.
Mhm.
Which I like. What? Why are you here? It's like I'm here. Ami
And their voice is
Koshimitsu.
pretty good.
It's like yeah, it's great. It's great. They know what they're doing.
And the game is actually really fun to play with the assists and the combo
Mm.
and the whole dream. Oh yeah, I should explain it. So the gimmick is like you create you have an assist, so you have one assist. That's a character, and you only get the meter when you switch out to the assist.
Okay.
And there's like a nightmare world. So your nightmare world, unless you have more special powers. Well, actually, just one more special power.
Okay. Is it based on a gauge or is it just a thing that you
Yeah,
get?
it's
What?
a separate gauge,
Okay.
and there's the stun meter. So it's pretty simple,
Mm-hmm.
but
I mean, to be fair, fighting games always sound simple until you get into it.
yeah, until you get into it,
Yeah, then
it's
you
like you
start.
gotta decide. Oh, do I want to spend meter to help him not have his one special ability? His one special ability is pretty good though.
Okay. Lot of meter management.
Auto assist switching.
Hmm.
So you have to know how to play the second character.
I heard it was supposed to be like Melty Blood, right?
They say that, but
It doesn't feel
I guess
like
the
it.
neutral is, but it doesn't
The
feel
neu-
like it because of assist.
Oh. Okay. That's interesting. That's interesting. I remember hearing about that. I remember that was the thing we were the most excited about at that panel about porn games.
Yeah,
I was like, oh fuck, a fighting game? How? What do you do?
but then
How's
I
it work?
played it, and I
Who's
was
there?
like, nah,
I re-
it wasn't really finished.
well, it's good now, right?
Yeah,
So I guess it's time to get back in if you weren't in before.
which
Yeah, I
is
remember-
no one.
I mean, who's it for?
There was like 20 people.
Yeah,
on
who's
this
it for?
Discord,
That's what I mean.
and then they
Who's it?
left. So
It's for no one but me now. I remember the actual Umineko games, the fucking visual novels with the murder mysteries. That all go
Yeah.
back to Beatrice and the other like generations of like fucking curses and stuff. That's crazy. It's so funny that I forgot. Yeah, there's a fighting game. Because yeah, Golden Fantasia. That's what it's called. All right, cool. I have this manga. I mean, when do I not talk about manga? So, it's called Fetchipuru.
okay, what does that mean?
Well, it sort of means fetish hug, or I guess also fetish pure. Did you would say pure? So like,
So you like holding hands?
no, It's the whole name is also, it also has like little fucking parentheticals. So like, it's Fechipuru Bokura no Jusui na Koi, which is our innocent love or our pure love. So here's the thing. Manga opens. Guy wakes up in bed. Girl with long hair. Holy fuck, what happened? And she goes like, "Hey, how's it going, baby?" He's like, "Whoa, explain this. Explain this." And she goes, "Did you forget already?" "Yes, yes, please." "Okay. So you said you have a thing for hair. That is not incorrect." "Right. And I have a thing for large backs." "Oh, okay." Again, explain. "You were drunk and sad at a bar, and you were like, 'Oh, I can't get with girls because I have this weird fetish about long hair.' Blah 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 blah." And I was like, "God, his back looks really nice." And then we just decided we're gonna date. Were you drunk too? I was also drunk. Okay. All right. I guess that's what we're doing. This feels really weird. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like this might just work out, and it's fine. It doesn't have to be super serious because if you can be open about your weird fetish with someone, really, how could you not be good, like have a good relationship, right? He goes, okay, and so it just starts with them hanging out and like indulging in their weird fetish shit. Like he's really good at styling hair because he likes long hair. Really, really likes long hair. She like hugs him, and there's like parts where they'll do shit where it'll be like, "Hey, do you want if I give you a back rub?" He's like, "Okay, cool, sure." Take off your shirt. "Yeah, that's it. Okay, fine." And she'll start giving him a back rub, and he was like, "Oh, this feels really nice." And then it goes, "What the fuck?" And then he like turns around, and she's just licking up his back, and he was like, "Ah, come on, please, like not right now." It feels kind of weird. Just like, I'm sorry, I was really into it. He goes, "I get that, I understand that, To be fair, you did suck on the ends of my hair. Can we not go back to that? Let's just let this rock. Let's just let this rock." And yeah, it's about them being in a relationship. I am 10 chapters in. At the moment of which I am reading, there are 24 chapters. And it's gotten to be like more of a wholesome relationship thing, but they're still weird fetishists.
Why'd you just say fetishes to not shame them?
No, they're weird. It's not that they're like, the fetish is what makes them weird. They're weird people. Also, they're fetishists.
Oh.
I don't mean that the fetish is what makes them weird. I mean they're weird. Like, there's a part where, fucking, what was it? It was like, so like she mentions that she's considered cutting her hair before, and he goes, "You can't do that." And she goes like, "What do you mean? Why? Is it because your things go out for long hair?" He's like, "No, a woman's hair is her life. There's extra nerve endings in her hair. If you cut it, you will die." And she goes, "I'll die?" And it's like, how are both of you this weird? Or are you lying to fuck with her? I don't understand. So yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is weird.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But like, oh no, the fetish part isn't what makes them weird. They're weird. Also, they're fetishists. So yeah. Now it's gotten to the point where like they're very serious about. It seems that they're more interested in their relationship now. Each one is like climbing more towards the actual relationship part instead of just, "God, can I touch your hair? God, can I sniff your back?" Like it's moving more towards an actual relationship thing, which is really funny. Which is really funny because now they have to like circumnavigate things without it seeming like weird. Like the girl basically goes like, "Oh, I want to go out with him like seriously. I want to hug." And he goes like, "Do you want me to give you a piggyback ride?" And she's like, "Why is that the first thing you think I want?" "Because you like my back. Isn't that what we do?" So that's a different kind of awkward.
Oh wait, she doesn't like it?
It's not that she doesn't like it, it's that she wants a regular hug.
Oh.
That's what I mean by like, so she'll say something like, "Hey, can I have a hug?" And then he'll just turn around, and then she goes like, "No, not like that." And he goes like, "But you like shoving your face in my back. I thought that's what was going on. Do you want to do something else?" I don't know what's happening. So yeah, that's what's happening.
What's it called? That sounds interesting.
Fechipuru. So Fechipuru. I think the other subtitle is Bokura no Junsui na Koi, which is like our innocent love, sort of. But yeah, that's cool. I really like it. It's pretty funny. It turns out his sister has a thing for legs, and it becomes a whole thing. I can only imagine that this is going to get more and more extreme.
Yeah, it's bringing other characters. So weird.
Yeah, get everyone else with fetishes, and now make them also lunatics. This can only go down. Yeah, and I really like it. So that's what I wanted to talk about. And since I'm gonna be catching up with it as we speak, I'll be really excited when it keeps going. All right, man. I guess that's it. Is there anything else you wanted to say?
No, that's it.
Short episode, weird thing. All right. Second weird thing that we don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Hey, hey. But that's okay, because if you're here, you guys get it.
Yeah, you guys get it.
You get it. Bye.